And finally, Ace Thunder is back with Thunder's Thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I just want to let you guys know, anybody I'm recording this, so anybody hearing this off the download when I put the previews on YouTube, I just want to say thank you for my subscribers. You know, people who got into it. Nick 029, Xtreme Nick 09. I got a blunt in my hand. I even like this shit, I've been up all night. I'm registering for college, that we're re-registering for this semester. Anybody still in the chat more listening? This was originally a shoot I did that I just made on a recorder. I got the blunt in my hand, I'm sorry. Or half a blunt. And ain't nobody viewing my black ass. Good. I can smoke this shit. Well, anyway, yeah, yo, this started out as a wrestling rant that I did on YouTube. I pretty much chopped it up into pieces. I put it online. I got the link for it at I meant to put the link in my greeting, yo. I'm so busy promoting. If you see this is I just used my my little character from my WrestleMania No Mercy mod, what have you. Alright, let's get into yeah, y'all wanted to talk about one thing. Last time I was on here, I was kind of going through a bunch of shit. It is what it is. I'm playing back my first joint, Thunder Starts. People are somehow some bum got distracted. Yo, there's so much I gotta talk about. What the hell was I talking about? Yeah, I was going through a lot, cursing a lot on that first joint. And let me just say now, there will be cursing, but this time I'm not drunk or angry and sad and high all at the same damn time. But yeah, I ain't lose my nuts. Fuck shit, pussy. One more thing, I haven't been on it so long. I put my first Thunder Starts. It was like maybe August. I think I did it in August. I remember Nick was telling me, man, don't stop with this Thunder Starts, man. Keep that Thunder Starts going. Yo, I ain't stop. I ain't thinking about it. If anything, the whole time I was thinking about trying to do a better way to put it out. You know what I'm saying? And this gonna be a better way of me putting out my shit. Doing it live and I'm recording it. So when I'm done talking on here on this Justin.tv/Ace Thunder, well, I'm gonna do it live. I'm in the chat room, with all my people who subscribe to my No Mercy jump offs. That hit about 1,000. Anybody who downloaded my No Mercy mod save, I didn't make the mods, but I damn sure, fixed a few of them, put move sets to them, added music, found some illa hacks, make the characters more playable. Spent about maybe 6 months or editing the shit out of stuff, And how it is, the troll factor. Niggas gonna tell you ain't done shit except for the shit you did that ain't nothing. It's like I did something, but it ain't nothing. That troll shit unbelievable. It's funny. It's funny sometimes, like RD show. Y'all got some niggas who on my nuts and shit. But oh man, enough about. I just want to get that out the way. Hold on, let me light this shot real quick, man. You light up this Bally real quick, man. What the hell, man? Thunder Starts, man. What's the main reason I came back around this time? Well, I don't want to say around this time. I already gave it away, the reason, but you know what I'm saying? I'm back with that Thunder Starts, man. If I was going to be back, I damn sure better be back along for the road to WrestleMania. And I'm here, baby. Ace Thunder's here for WrestleMania. We gonna talk about this WrestleMania. Matter of fact, I was trying to think of like every Thunder Starts to have an ill name for it, even if I do it live and I do it weekly. And I'm thinking Thunder Starts Benoit match at WrestleMania. Or probably or matter of fact, I think this one's called Thunder Starts Benoit match at Mania, because It'd be kind of long, WrestleMania and Benoit and Thunder Starts. But yeah, it's this main discussion, or I go to college, mainly colleges. You pay for that money, that motherfucker talk his ass off about 2-3 hours. You try to stay awake longer to remember what the homework is. But oh shit, I ain't mentioned the fact that I beg your pardon. I ain't mentioned the fact that I haven't been on here all this time because I had to move out my mom's house, get me a better job, sell my car because I went through a flood and I couldn't. All that rain, that's that global warming. Them glaciers coming back down. You know what I'm saying? And hell shit, it's raining. This mad floods and shit. You know what I'm saying? And my car got swallowed, spit out, got gargled. That rain, that puddles, some floods gargled my car, spit it back out. You know what I'm saying? And I had to sell my car, all of that. I went through all that. You know what I'm saying? But boom, I'm sitting here in my own apartment, got my internet, even got me a new laptop. Matter of fact, I got me a different laptop. I went to get it fixed and they couldn't fix it, but they backed up all my stuff and put it on a different computer. But I think HP stands for, man, hype, man. Hyman pussy. This shit ass, man. I don't like the HP, man. This joint too, no, man. My bad, I'm hitting this badly. It loads my games faster, but it can't do other shit faster. Like it can't do certain shit at all. I'm like, I had an IBM ThinkPad, an old raggedy ass IBM ThinkPad, and I can play Grand Theft Auto on this shit. Alright, enough about that. But yeah, I want to talk about, the main topic of Thunder Starts is the fact that, Chris Benoit did what he did, and as sad as that was, and I'm not talking about, that's why it's called Benoit Match, not Chris Benoit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I want him to pop up and people gotta remember. That shit was crazy when that happened. Wrestling industry, how that would have affected everybody. Remember how Triple H came back like using like a little bit less steroids and shit, came back kind of skinny. He made like a reappearance, kind of like he did with like he did with Undertaker on Raw. One of those reappearances or a return of the game and shit. And I remember him looking, slimmer, way slimmer. I mean, if you look back at Triple H back in the day, he used to get thrown around the ring. I mean, if you watch like In Your House, like whatchamacallit, Dr. Wares. If you look up Dr. Wares, Warez, you could pretty much find that whatchamacallit, like an old AVIs of what the hell is it, old wrestling whatchamacallit. So I have an external hard drive. I actually need a new one. This shit good, bro. This shit good. Yo, I'm about to get another one because I done filled up a whole terabyte of computer crap. There's some porn. Let's get that out the way. But there's I got games, music. I ain't only got backups of shit. I just got more shit that I couldn't fit on the computer. A lot of it is like movies. I went and buck wild on Mega Upload, Hot File. I went buck wild on them joints. I got mad movies and a bunch of them like television episodes and shit. So I got a whole bunch of cause I'm wrestling gonna take up a lot of space. Like if you got every Raw on your computer for a year, that'd be about a few gigabytes. If you had like in high definition, like you could download. Like I downloaded whatchamacallit, the old school Raw. That was pretty good. The old school Raw they did October, I think it was. That was pretty good. I wish they just do that. Like they really need to build their star like that, build their stars like they used to. I remember when if you watch like the old superstars, what's this cat on Justin.tv? The Stro, I think it is. I know he running that joint right now because it's like a 24-hour just a wrestling streamer, just back to back to back to back every pay per view. That's crazy. I got hooked on that. I was just over there on demand, on my ass. The Stro on Justin.tv got they just go back to back to back to back. And they were showing the old superstars and how they would have the promos, the stand up promos with the ill background just to push a house show. It was like at the Nassau Coliseum or at the Westchester something something. You know what I mean, Tatanka versus IRS. And they'd be like, and here's some words from Tatanka. And he be popping shit about how he gonna wear somebody out over at the Westchester Center. Now, I lived in the Bronx, so I was souped. That's Westchester. I damn near lived in the Bronx on Eastchester Road. Matter of fact, Eastchester Road in Hammersley. Anybody from the Bronx know that Cammock store? I went and Google mapped that shit one time. I got Google Map Eastchester Road from Hammersley going over to whatchamacallit, or is it Gun Hill Road? From Gun Hill Road past the Plateaus and the Rite Aid on East. I saw the Rite Aid on Eastchester Road on the Google Map. Yo, I'm marked out for Google Map. What the hell are we talk about this, right? So I meant to make a list, but I've been up all night doing a whatchamacallit. What was the hell I did? I was up all night doing. Well, I came in. I work overnight security, and whatchamacallit. Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry, yo. I was having trouble with this computer getting this to work. I was about to pass the hell out, and I'm thinking, yo, am I really gonna be able to get some good sleep? No, I ain't trying to get this little bitch ass HP to run the Audacity program, because it kept crashing. Whatchamacallit kept crashing. The Adobe plugin kept crashing. So I'm knocked. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit off of it and shit. But whatchamacallit? The topic of this is how we're not gonna see a Benoit quality match. You know what I'm saying, at WrestleMania this year, just based on the pretty much the status of the business. What's the chance of us seeing a guy like Chris Benoit? Not Chris Benoit, not seeing a guy who was involved in those tragedies. But what's the chance of seeing a match like WrestleMania 20 at the Madison Square Garden? Chris Benoit, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels for the World Heavyweight title. But what's the chance of us seeing that at this WrestleMania? We're not gonna see it because if anything, Vince McMahon kind of shits on anybody outside of the company now. You know what I'm saying? But what's the chance of us getting a guy like from Japan, who went to Japan? Bad enough, we don't have the territories anymore. If you listen to that work shoot that Paul Heyman did on Vince McMahon, a lot of people say how Vince's dad honored the other territories compared to Vince Jr. How Vince Jr. pretty much went after the other. Matter of fact, kind of shitted on Vince and my other joint and my first rant. I was blacking on him, but fuck Vince McMahon. I really meant that shit. Vince McMahon is the Michael Corleone of professional wrestling. Because in The Godfather, what happened in The Godfather? The Godfather, he died. Marlon Brando died, and then Michael Corleone went and took out all the other wrestling territories. You know what I'm saying?